Looking to turn the corner at the 15. Holds a man, knocked out of bounds at the 6-yard line. Nice job saving the tackle by Alan Kitchens from Showtime. I'll check that. That was the Calero player. That would be Melvin Barnett, number 14. Saving the touchdown. A 6-yard pickup there by Keith Clay makes it 3rd down and 5 yards to go from the 6-yard line.
See, the clock stopped right there. Now they're going to start it again. So it's like, since there's no play clock, they're using the game clock, I guess, as a play clock, I guess. Or since it's an all-star game, they just want to keep the game moving.
That's probably
we don't have a reason why they do it. It's just maybe it's one of those rule changes that we don't know about. And again, this is the 14th play of this drive, if my notes are correct.
Ellis up under center, now dropping back, looking, trying to set up the screen. He's under pressure, and he puts it down back to the 34-yard line, gets it out of there. That should be a grounding call, and it is.
And they're going to call it.
They are going to call it. Great pressure coming out there by Jason Cruz from Showtime. And Ellis did everything he could to get out of Cruz's grasp, but couldn't. Finally threw it away, but no receiver anywhere nearby.
Ellis is pointing to the receiver. The receiver was at about the 10-yard line, and the ball went out of bounds at about the 25. So
right. Not outside the tackle box.
They're going to mark it right at the 25-yard line for the intentional grounding. It's loss of down, so it's 4th down.
And a long field goal if they want to try that. So not only do they not get the touchdown, they probably knock themselves out of field goal range. Although Rose is going to try it.
That's an 18-yard loss. And it's going to be a 43-yard field goal. He's got the nice 22-mile-an-hour wind at his back.
Yep. Probably wish he was on the far hash mark. The wind kind of pulling it from right to left.
Whatever happens here, the Mesquite Conference has kept the ball over 9 minutes on this drive.
Wow.
And 14 plays.
So Ellis the hold, Mike Rose the kicker. Viper to Viper, the ball's down, the snap is blocked. Lands at the 10-yard line. It's going to be picked up there at the 5. Still looking for running him out to the 10, out to the 12-yard line. Did not see who came streaking in, but one of the Cactus players got a hand up and knocked it down. And the score remained 14-7 with 5:04 to go in the first half.
What a drive by the Mesquite Conference, and they come up empty. 15 play. I think they started on the 12-yard line, 12, 13-yard line.
Yeah.
It is up to the 25. It only picks up 63 yards, but nice time sort of drive in the second quarter. All the second quarter. That was the first possession of the second quarter.
And after all this domination by the Mesquite Conference, it's 14-7 with 5:04 to go in the first half. The Cactus Conference hanging around with a chance to tie it up at halftime. Speaking of halftime, coming up will be the commissioner of the league, Mr. Ella Rivera. Talk about staff, talk about the championship game, talk about tonight's game and where he thinks staff is going to go in the next season and beyond. A lot of talent out there in the football field.
We've got a new quarterback for the Cactus Conference, and again, we can't read his number, but it looks like he's from the
I believe that would be Colton Brownson. He's their other quarterback.
He's the kid that signed with McPherson College in Kansas to play football. And there's a flag, and they're going to call, I guess, again.
Illegal substitution. So Colton Brownson, the new quarterback from the Quail Oilers, taking over for the Cactus Conference. See what he can do. He's got a good arm on him as well. 5:04 to go in the first half. 14-7, Mesquite Conference on top. Nice crowd on hand. Did a good job getting folks here in the stands.
Temperature's supposed to drop to about 90 degrees.
Yeah.
85, 90 degrees. Another flag stops the play.
Ball sitting back right now at the 8-yard line. And if this is against Cactus, they're going the wrong way.
Well, that's about the 4th time they've called the
Cactus penalized 5 yards for illegal substitution. 12 men.
Another substitution penalty?
Substitution penalty. That's the 4th or 5th one tonight on the Cactus Conference.
So half the distance now to the goal line. That puts the ball down at about the 3.5-yard line. This is danger time if you're a Cactus fan. You don't want to get a turnover here and give Mesquite pretty much a chip shot. First down and about 19 yards to go for the Cactus squad. Colton Brownson says, thanks. He put me in now. In his own end zone, looking to get it out. He dumps it off screen pass, incomplete. Nobody nearby. The intended receiver. Looks like it was Cody Bailey. the defender for Mesquite Conference. Second down and 18 yards to go, 5-1 to go in the first half.
Looks like the offensive line there just let the blockers go a little bit too soon and put a lot of pressure on Colton Bronson, and he just had to rush that play and threw it into a crowd. Luckily, it wasn't picked off.
Yes. So second down and 18, ball sitting back at about the 3.5-yard line. Bouncing back in his end zone again in the shotgun. Two receivers split out to either side. Steps up, fires to the left side, incomplete. And again, the only guys nearby were the ones wearing the dark blue Mesquite Conference uniforms.
He had a receiver, the inside receiver kind of curled back in. The outside receiver kept running on a fly pattern. He threw it in between both, behind the receiver. I don't know if he was waiting for that receiver on the far sideline to cut his route short. But there was the closest players to the ball were two defenders, and that would have been an easy 6 if they would have been able to get their hands on that ball.
Talked about it all throughout the ball game. Not the guys you're normally playing with, so a little miscommunication there. Third down and 18. Ball still sitting back at the 4-yard line. Bouncing in the end zone. He's got Troy Magnum all set to his right side. High snap, gets it to Magnum, looking for running room. He's not going to get it. He's going to be stacked up and dropped for about a yard or two lost. Three blue shirts immediately swarm on him, and that drive went absolutely nowhere. And the Cactus squad, with 4:08 to go in the first half, they're going to be punting into the wind from deep in their own end zone. And coming out of, go ahead, JB.
That play just, I mean, it was just the pressure, the penetration of the defensive line just disrupted that play in the backfield, and no chance. They were trying to fool him and try to break it inside. Probably just get some run room for the punter.
Right.
Because now he's looks like the Mesquite Conference might come after this punt.
Back to receive for Mesquite. Corey Cooks. And Dante Hunter. They got to be licking their chops. They're standing at about the Cactus 45-yard line. Now it's just, there's Hunter coming over to the near side. Good snap, gets it out of there quickly, high, short punt. The wind knocking it, going nowhere, lands at about the 15-yard line, does take, picked up on the run at the 15-yard line. What a dangerous play. It took a Mesquite, or a Cactus Conference bounce. Is that Jarvis Thrasher?
Oh, it looks like number 11.
That would be Dante Hunter on a dead run. That ball went up in the air, the wind knocked it down, landed at the 15, took a Cactus bounce, looked like it was going to roll maybe back to at least the 30-yard line, but Dante Hunter from the Austin Vipers said, no, sir, picked it up on the dead run.
The dead run at about the 15. The punt actually landed at the 11-yard line, so it was like an 8-yard punt. As he threw it, just kicked it high in the air, and the wind caught it. And, well, the momentum that the Cactus Conference has coming into the second quarter, Mesquite just took that away, and now they've got some great field position at the Cactus Conference 12-yard line.
They do indeed. And in a quarterback, Paco Haywood. In the shotgun, looking downfield, fires to the left side. That ball is intercepted. Incomplete. I thought it was picked off. It was tipped, knocked up into the air. And one of the Cactus players had a chance at it, but couldn't hang on to it. It falls incomplete. Second down and 10 with 3:08 to go in the first half.
Boy, Paco had some juice on the ball as he just curled in pattern, little 10-yard, little 5-yard. Little cut his route out at about the 8-yard line, and the ball just bounced off, and it was a perfect opportunity there. I think he's 24 again there. Almost had an interception.
Larry Taz, the intended receiver, knocked off his shoulder pads up in the air. Second down and 10. Hand it off at the 10. Puts his head down. Fly comes in. That's about as far as he's going to get, I believe, on the carry. Was Richard McKinney. It was. Gained about 2 yards on the play, but we'll check the flag. It's going to be coming back. The penalty going to be called against Mesquite Conference. .233 to go in the first half. Mesquite Conference hanging on to a 14-7 lead here in this All-Star game. Been kind of a game of extremes. We've seen some spectacular play, JB, and we've seen a lot of sloppy play and a lot of penalties. So I guess that's kind of what you would expect.
After some, the nice passing there by the Mesquite Conference in the first quarter, the game here in the second quarter has kind of turned into a grudge match, really, as Mesquite has been on the offensive attack most of the second quarter.
Holding the call, so the ball all the way back to the 21-yard line. Haywood up under center, man coming in motion right to left. Pitches it out to the right side. This is Thrasher looking for running room at the 20, at the 15, puts his head down at the 15, knocked out of bounds at about the 7-yard line. Good run there by Jarvis Thrasher.
Number 22.
And very near the first down mark. That'll stop the clock with 2:08 to go in the first half.
Once Thresher gets out to the outside, goes on that sweep and gets the corner, he's showing a lot of speed, and then he finishes the run. He just lowers his head and delivers the blow to the defensive player and falls forward for another 2 or 3 yards. This time he just lowered his shoulder and was pushed out of bounds at the 7-yard line, but some great running by Thrasher.
Gain of about 13 yards in the play, so now third down and a manageable 3 yards to go for the Mesquite Conference. The clock winds, under 2 minutes to go in the first half. And now we're going to have a timeout.
Well, they stopped the clock, but they didn't signal timeout.
2-minute warning?
2-minute warning.
But the players are still coming up to the line of scrimmage, so a little confusion everywhere. Water Girls trying to cut out to the field.
Offensive players, some have their helmet off, and
it should be a 2-minute warning.
What are we doing? Referee's standing at the 14-yard line with his hands behind his back, saying.
Well, the clock has stopped at 2 minutes to go, so I'm assuming this is going to be a 2-minute warning. Kevin, were there any emails coming in at all? Okay.
No, not yet, but I want to say hi once again to your better half and our QA tonight, Christina Weber, who's being driven crazy by your cat.
Oh, boy.
Who's looking around for a quarterback snack but can't find any.
Well, Frankie the Wonder Cat's going to be a quarterback snack if she doesn't shape up pretty soon. Kevin at KMAXSports.com. If you're listening to the broadcast, let us know who you are and where you're listening to us from and who you know on either squad, Mesquite or Cactus. My name is Merle Bertrand, along with Johnny Baeza, Kevin McAdams, KMAX Sports Corner, Christina Weber, our Quality Control Administrator, and KMAX Sports Corner, Chuck Licata, listening in from Mama and Papa Licata's household in Connecticut tonight. So, keeping an eye on us from afar, I guess. He's probably laughing his head off that he's not out here trying to figure out these dual jersey numbers, and
they might be a little upset with him too because he took the heat with him.
Yeah,
he did. Going on in the Northeast, so he took the heat with him up there.
He thought he was escaping it.
Yeah. He's like, "What did you do, Chuck?"
All right, here we go. Third down and about 4 yards to go from the 8-yard line. Split back set here for Paco Hayward. He's in the shotgun. One receiver split out to either side. Now they're getting a player on the field late because the Mesquite team only had 10 players on the field. Referee saying something. Now we're set, and here we go. In the shotgun. Hands it off. It looks like a wildcat formation. Looking towards the end zone. Now going to give ground back to the 15-yard line. Fires it and throws it. Knocked away. Incomplete. A flag comes in. And I think the quarterback on the play is actually Corey Cooks from the Vipers. Thought they were going to do a little wildcat formation, but he threw it up instead.
Right, and Corey Cooks, he was in trouble. He was just scrambling back there, but he made a nice little juke move at the 15-yard line, took a couple of steps back, gave himself enough time to throw the ball to the corner of the end zone, and a nice defensive play there, getting a hand on the ball and tipping it away for the Cactus Conference. But a flag.
Matt Beach, the intended receiver from the Clean Revolution, did a good job.
They might call an eligible receiver downfield, and
yeah.
Yes, that's what it is, and then unsportsmanlike conduct. So
you give it and you take it away.
Well, it depends. The unsportsmanlike conduct came after the play.
Yeah, that
hurts. If it is, they'll probably mark it half the distance to the goal, and it'll be automatic first down. That's what they're doing.
Yep, you have them in a hole, and you have them stopped, and you give it back. 1:51 to go in the first half. 14-7, Mesquite Conference on top.
Oh, they're marking it off against they're going to give them 5 yards for the ineligible man downfield. They're going to mark it half the distance to the goal.
From there, okay. So, I'm guessing they took the 5-yard. I don't know. The ball's going to be spotted at the 6-yard line. It's going to stay third down.
Usually they wave the 5-yarder off and just penalize on the unsportsmanlike conduct. But
so it's going to be at the 6. It's going to be third down and about